you're welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Mr. Kels right here, and I got a lot of questions about how I made my princess dart and why it looks so perfect and how it works. And when I got question, I love to give an answer to the question when I have time. So today I make this video on just how to pad a princess dart or any kind of breast dart for that matter to look as this neat. So this video might take a little while because I divided the video into 3 sections. The drafting of the princess dart, maybe you might learn something from it. The second section is how to cut the back using the front, and the last section is how to pad it. So stay tuned to the lecture. This is it. Right now I'm about to do a draft of a princess dart, right? But this video is mainly for how to pad the breast dart so that it will stand perfect the way you're seeing it on the screen right now. Just watch my draft, and it can also help you to learn how to position your own princess dart when you're cutting your own. And you can also follow the link below to watch the princess dart video that I made. If you don't understand anything, just drop a comment on it. Okay, so I have to explain this particular point to you. Okay, if you look at this particular princess dart right now, okay, any kind of dart at all, not just princess dart, whatever kind of breast dart you want to call, okay. Now if you look at the way I align it, okay, this line here right now is the breast length, and some people just call it under bust. All right, so this is the breast length right now from the shoulder to the under breast. Okay, this is the whole length from here. This one is just an allowance I'm keeping in case of any misunderstanding I have during my sewing process. That means I might still cut this side off. So right now, this line here, this is the nipple line, right? And this particular point here, a lot of people have issue here. They keep asking questions, why this line here? This one I call the breast, the top breast level, right? This particular line here will help you to determine how you want to dip in this place. Okay, the more you dip in this place, it makes the breast relax. Okay, and if the person bends over, like most women want to do something and they bend over, their breast will not be exposed. All right, this is the reason why you need to really watch out for this place, and don't dip it too much. There's a way you're going to dip it too much, and the woman breast will not be able to go into this place. Okay, so right now all this line, they all work together. If you want to get, after you finish cutting like this, the reason why the princess dart is always perfect is that you can see the position here, the space between this place, this half length here right now, and also the position between these two places, they are all the same measurement. That's why if I mark this place right here now, if it is 2 inches, right, if you come up here, it's still also going to be 2 inches. Okay, this place here have a very special role to play. All right, now if you want to check it, look, if I bring this place right now, it will align with this place, and here also will also align with here. You can see it right now. All right, okay, this place will align, and if you look at this place too, it will align, right? This place also align, and guess what, this place is very straight. This is to show that your work is going perfect. All right, and that is the reason why the breast dart stands like that. I also know that I have to use an S-tape to place this place and create my my main cup on the inside, pad it with an ST. But this cutting is the reason why a princess that will stand perfect. The cotton have a very special role to play. I can sew this thing like this without breast pad and it will still stand perfect. Why? Is because of the cotton. All right, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do a professional padding right now, how I used to place those things that make you stand exactly the way you're looking at it right now. Okay, so if you were someone who wants to cut a princess that like this right now, so you have to put these ones together like this. All right, you have to align these ones together like this, the same way I align it right now, before you start measuring the bust. And if you want to measure the bust of a princess that, whatever kind of that you want to measure, a woman bust measurement is on the nipple line. All right, it's always on the nipple line. That's when you're going to mark. Then you bring it down to under the breast line here, this place. You bring it down below this line and mark the measurement of the shape, whatever it is. You mark it and you connect it with that bust going up, and you add the allowance. All right, and right now I have not really get my armpit. When I finish joining this whole thing, that's when I decide what the number I want to use for the armpit. If you want to use 9, 10, whatever measurements you want to use, I will advise you to join the princess dart first before you want to do that. All right, so all you just need to do now is cut this particular one, and we see what we get on the picture. So here we are right now. Okay, I cut this whole thing. When I want to do my cutting, you do it together with the lining so that everything can come out all the same. All right, so I'm separating them from the lining right now, and this is it. You got a princess that right here, right? Let me turn it like this. Okay, so this is what you got right now. Okay, so this is how you cut the back, all right, of the body. All right, so I brought the main material under, so that it will be beneath the lining to make it more visible. Okay, so right now this is the front, right? Now you have the front right here. You're still going to place them the same way you place them together before you get the bust measurement. Okay, so right now you just got everything around here the same, except that you're going to add a zip allowance around here. All right, so that's how you cut the back. Okay, the next section right now is how we're going to pad this place, and you've already seen this mark. This draft that I draft here wasn't on it when I was doing the cutting process, right? So let me explain it right now. So right now, if you look at it, I've made this draft here. All right, I've made this draft here. All right, it says that it's set like this. Okay, now you're going to get a breast pad like this. This is a breast pad, and this is an ASD. So if you look from here that I mark like this, and here this is the under breast, so you're gonna add like 2 inches beneath the under breast, right? You're going to use this ST. This is just an ordinary ST, very soft. You're going to use it to cover this whole place, to this place here. All right, and you're going to cut a shape like this to this place. It's very, very important. This particular shape is very, very important. When you have a shape like this, starting from under the bust here, you have a shape like this. It's almost like a real cup. All right, this is the idea. This one side right now is the idea of the corset cup that you use, the main bra that women wear. So this is the idea right now. If you want to place this one here, if you want to curve it this way, it's okay. You can as well do it that way. You can see this whole idea is the idea of a woman breast cup. All right, as a matter of fact, I can do it this way, but if you still want to do it this way, you can do it that way. If you want to make it straight, you're free to do it that way. When you do that same thing here, then you're going to need this breast pad. This breast pad is a little bit stronger than this, but yet it is very, very fluffy. You can look at it. Okay, you're going to use that same idea to do the same thing on the lining. Okay, the same way that you place it, you place an stay on this one, you're going to use that same idea on the lining. Okay, you're going to use this press pad on the lining. Okay, and if you want to do that, if you want to double it, you can double it. If you want to double it, it's totally okay for you to double it, because this thing is very soft. Okay, you see this side, there's gum around here and there's no gum around here. It's very soft. You can double it if you want to. If you don't want to double it, you can make it single. And even better, if you want to do this one, it's not necessary that you need to use iron to gum it. You can use machine to sew the whole angle. And on this one too, and I'm going to be pressing that in a very fast forwarding action right now. So here we go. Right, I've got the shape I'm looking for, and all you need right now is just to start using your iron to place this thing. Right, this is the one I'm talking about on the side. All right, this is how it has to be. You have each one on each side. Right, you have this here, you have this one here, and you have this one here. Right, so now you've seen that right now. Okay, I have to still gum the side of it, and also I've also achieved it on the lining. All right, so I'm sewing this whole thing separately. If I have to join this main material separately, then I also have to join the lining separately. Okay, and I've done all that on the lining. The reason why it's very necessary and make a lot of sense for you to sew this one separately and the lining separately is that if an amendment occur on your work, it's very easy for you to lose and readjust. Okay, and you also have to be careful, so in order for you to avoid the amendments. Okay, so right now what you need to do is to go over there and join this one, and if you want to start joining a princess dart, whatever kind of breast dart, you always have to start from down. Okay, so that whatever excess that will remain around here will be at the upside, both side. But if you start one from downside and you start the other one from upside, because it's convenient for you to do it that way, you will find out that there will be an excess remaining here and the other excess will be remaining here. If you do something like that, the breast dart will not be set. One will be down and the other one will be up. That's a serious mistake. If you want to join a breast dart, start the both joining from downside. All right, so we're going to join it right now, and when we finish joining it, I'll also show you the section of the pressing, how you're going to press it, and how this whole thing will come to life perfectly. So as you can see right now, I'm done joining this. Okay, and now that I've finished joining it, you can see what I'm trying to explain to you. When I start my journey, both journey from the downside, you can see that there's a little excess around here. All right, if assuming I have to start one of the journey from the upside and I start one from the downside, just because it feels more comfortable for me to do it that way, then this place will not be on the same line. Okay, one of these places will go up and the other one will come down, and when the person wore the clothes, the breast dart will shift. Okay, that's most of the kind of mistake that most people make when they sew breast dart. When a woman see the breast dart is not set, okay, she doesn't need to see whether it is set or not. The reason why she said that is because it's not comfortable on her chest. Okay, it's not that she can really find out what the fault is, but she's just not comfortable in the dress. That's why she will tell you that the breast dart is not set. But with something like this now, it's set. And one last thing that you're supposed to do around here right now is the same way you cut the shape of this side ST the other time, you're going to cut something like that also from here. All right, it's called an oval shape, just like circle, but not necessarily circle. But if you still want to make it circle, I believe there's no problem with that. All right, so we're talking about you cutting something like this. Okay, then you use an iron now to open this place. Okay, you use an iron to open the place. I'll be doing it right now so you can see it, and we're going to place it from under bust here to wherever it reach right here, and you just make it perfect that way.
Thank you very much, people from Stacy. Messages are also.
So you can see right now, I finished doing this running around here, and you can see how it looks right now. Okay, now we're done with this. You can see how it's standing, even when it means that I didn't put anything under it. Okay, and the lining hasn't come to it yet. Imagine when the lining come to it, it's going to be perfect. And one more thing, the kind of trouble we went through trying to perfect this particular one, making it look okay on the inside alone, and now here coming to the outer part of it, the kind of trouble we went through trying to make this look good. It's not necessary that we have to go through that same trouble making the lining perfect like that. You can just make the lining normal. You can see on the inside, instead of me using an iron to hold it, I just open it and I use machine to stitch it all, and all the whole padding I use machine to stitch it because it's on the inside. But yet, as you're doing that, you still have to make sure you make it a neat work. All right, this is how it is. And right now, if you see the way it is, this is the lining right now, standing perfect and has this shape on it. If I want to really take my time to do this lining thing and perfect this job to the fullest, this particular thing is not supposed to end here. It's supposed to end here. It's supposed to come in line with this, all right, and also to this angle here. But because this is a lecture, well, I really need to look out for my time. And look at it, this is what we get right now. Okay, now you have a breast there. All you need to do right now is just to cut your neckline out of it. Whatever kind of neckline you want to cut from this now, you can do it. Every time I made a video, I always try to let people understand that with this princess cut, you can get whatever kind of neckline you want. All right, if you want it to be one-sided right now, you can just simply mark it and cut off what you want from it. Okay, if you want it to be an off shoulder, you can also always gain that from it by just simply drawing the line out here, the off shoulder line. If you want it as a sweetheart neck, it's always easy for you to do that. All right, so this is the kind of lecture we're getting right now. I hope you enjoyed this.